Good evening, everybody. It is Sunday evening, Father's Day, and I want to open up here by wishing everybody a great Father's Day. Whether you're here in the United States or overseas, I know this is it is a special day. But I'm always reminded that it might be Father's Day, but without mothers, we wouldn't be fathers. And in our house, Mother's Day always was a much bigger deal. But anyway, happy Father's Day for everybody. I'm Val Campbell. I'm from the Seattle area. I spent a lifetime in the construction industry. And, when somebody asks me how long I've been a contractor, I say 40 years, and you're right. No, I haven't learned yet. But I've also been in a number of different industries. I've done a lot of business consulting. I've sat on directing and advisory boards in companies in about 50 different industries. And we are here tonight to talk about my favorite subject, and that is developing income streams not related to employment or employing other people. So that's my background. And can we just kind of go around the horn here and introduce ourselves, and then we'll kind of start on a conversation.
You bet. I will go next, Val. Thank you very much. Hey, everyone. Donald Leith here. Marketing name is Papa Don in Omaha, Nebraska. I know the window up here under my name says Adam and Ashley Reeker. Those are some leaders of our team, and, man-made things break, and so we have a little software glitch here tonight. So they are a wonderful couple and leaders of our team, and they normally are on Sunday nights. They're not available tonight, so we're setting in. Anyway, as Val asked, I had my own business here in Omaha for many years, sold it several years ago, and then started a business consulting entity because my wife's younger and she wanted to keep working. I found myself looking for various things to do, started searching out different things on the internet, found a lot of shiny objects out there that some had appeal, some didn't, but most thing they had in common was they all wanted me to give them cash, and I never saw any support or anything back or whatever until that happy day came when I encountered what we're going to be discussing with you tonight. So if you're here, and especially if this is your first time, be excited because we're going to be presenting some really neat things for you. And it's a real comfort zone that you're landed in here tonight. So with that, I will pass it on to, hey, Jerry, your turn, man.
Okay. Hi, Jerry from the South, down in South Louisiana. I'm retired military, and I've basically been on this team for about 5 or 6 months now, and it's an amazing adventure. It's fun all the time. Great sponsors, Adam and Ashley Rico. You'll hear their name a lot. Very good leaders. So sit back, relax, and watch the fun that we're going to have tonight. We do this 7 nights a week. So, Maria?
Hi, guys. Thank you. My name is Maria. And so before this, I was completely new to the online industry. And I want to tell you guys, first of all, actually, if you are tuning in, watching the replay, let us know that you are watching the replay. If you're watching us live, say hello. So I'm a 30-year-old woman, mother, living in Las Vegas, completely new to the online industry, decided to jump on board, and I'm so happy that I did because, who likes dropping off their kids and going off to work, so I'm very passionate about what I do, and I'm so happy to be here tonight, and thank you for joining us. Bob?
Okay, guys. Hey, how you doing? Glad to be here tonight. Happy Father's Day to those of you that are tuning in that are fathers. We're really excited to be here. Part of why we're doing this, even we've taken some time out tonight to be able to do this for us as well, because of the importance of it, the impact that it's had on our lives, and the desire that we have to share it with other people as well. I live in sunny Southern California. I'm on the West Coast here in a place called Temecula, out in the wine country here. Absolutely love where I live. It's been exciting. I've been involved in several different businesses myself, like Val. I've got a construction background. I spent a number of years building houses for myself and for others as well. So construction, I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we get into this. But so I've got a construction background, also been online since about 2010, 2011 in different network marketing businesses, affiliate businesses, those kind of things, social media. Did a lot of social media building over the last several years. And so been online, but got plugged into this 2020 vision team right around the first of the year, and have just seen just such a great impact that this team is having, following the leaders into here, and just being a part of this team, getting to meet some amazing people that are on this panel here as well, and so many others that weren't able to be on here tonight as well. So that's a little bit about me. So super excited about that. I'm going to pass it over to Stan now. Stan, why don't you share a little bit about you?
Yeah, hi, my name is Stan Simmons, and welcome to this webinar. I hope you're going to enjoy it tonight with lots of good stuff. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and spent 40 years or so being a computer nerd and doing things and inventing things and stuff like that. Now I'm retired, going broke. I was going broke till I found MyEcon anyway. So not too much about me. You know, I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy that has a passion for helping people. And that's what this MyEcon is all about. And you'll hear more about that as we go along. So glad to be aboard. Hope you have a great night and enjoy all the conversation that we're going to share with you. Take care.
That's great, guys. That's great. You know, I'm Stan's joke there. I'm reminded of that discussion about the contractor that won the lottery, and they asked him what he's going to do, and he said, "I'm just going to keep building things until the money's all gone." So anybody that's tuning in and watching this this evening or later, I want to point out a couple of things and just share. First off, we're a group of regular folks who have been out there in all kinds of different industries all over the country, you know, living our life, doing our thing, and we have come together to support each other in our efforts to create online residual income. And you know, that's something that initially when I looked at this team, I was pretty amazed at. But we've got a series of questions that we're going to kind of pitch around here and talk about so that people can get perspectives on this. And first, so let's start off. Maria, let's start off with you. What started you thinking about making money online?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a mother. So I have a 5-year-old son, and to be honest, it killed me to have to take him to daycare ever since he was about 6 months old. All the way until just recently, so about 4 or 5 years, it was just killing me to have somebody else take care of my child while I went to work and pay them, So I mean, the money, the time with my son is pretty much paying somebody else to raise my child. That was one of the biggest reasons I wanted to shift from a regular job onto something online so I can stay home and work from home and have my son here. I mean, I'm raising him. So that was the biggest reason why I chose to shift from, my background is in office. So reception work, managing an office, that's what I did. And to be honest, I mean, it's not horrible. Of course, I was just sit there on the computer. But it was the whole point of Monday through Friday, all day, just go to work, come home, pick up my son, and I don't know, I just did not want to do that. I want to do something from home, and that's why I shifted onto the online industry.
Yeah. Bob, how about you? You've obviously had a real business background, quote unquote.
Yeah.
What brought you over here?
Well, like I mentioned before, I got a construction background. Back in 2006, I purchased probably about $3 million worth of property. I was doing some developing, and we were building houses back then. My wife and I bought 6 acres. We developed that out into a wedding facility. We were running a wedding facility, did 14 weddings our first year. Then as we got going into that, things were going really well until the economy took a turn. So I ended up losing everything that I'd worked for. $3 million worth of property gone. The following year, I filed for bankruptcy, and for the first time in my life, had absolutely nothing, starting all over again. It was pretty scary, place to be in. So when I started looking for something else, I was looking for something that would give me a passive or a residual income that whether I worked or not, I was going to earn some money. And so that's where I started looking online and in network marketing as well, to begin to develop something that would actually be able to sustain me, that I could put the work in at one time and continue to earn money on a residual basis for the rest of my life. And so that's kind of how I got started moving into online marketing, and then also involved in network marketing as well, doing some other things with that. So that was kind of the entryway to getting into online, and then just kind of, playing at it for a while and just really not, I think for most of us, the biggest struggle is, we got bits and pieces of information, but we never got the whole puzzle piece put together to actually finally get a duplicatable system that we could actually start earning money and start really creating that passive income. And I think we found that with MyEcon and the 2020 Vision team. So that's kind of how I got started online with that. Been involved in a lot of different areas online, a lot of social media stuff, but that's really kind of how, for me, after losing everything, I didn't want to be dictated if the economy crashed again, that I was going to lose all that I'd worked for. So that's why I wanted to go with something like this.
Boy, I can really relate to that story. From my standpoint, I was actually looking for a marketing business when I was approached by someone a number of years ago. The reason I was looking for a marketing business was I owned a construction company, and I was interacting often with manufacturers' reps. Bob, in the construction industry, you probably had a number of those people that call on you. And every time I talked to these guys or gals, they were either going fishing, going golfing, or coming back from vacation. And I wasn't doing any of that. If I had work, I couldn't afford to take any time. If I didn't have work, I didn't have any money. So, I was hustling, and I started looking at that, thinking about it. So I was actually approached. I mentioned to a guy in a conversation that I was really looking at different marketing businesses, and he approached me and asked me if I wanted to meet some people that were phenomenally successful in marketing. And this was actually kind of before online really became a big deal. This was kind of old school. And I was very skeptical, but I said, yeah, I would like to meet some people because, everybody's approached by people, right? But he said, and I told him that, yeah, I've heard all kinds of things. He said, well, would you like to meet some people that have made hundreds of millions of dollars in marketing? Now that said, yeah, can you introduce me to those people? I want to meet them face to face. He said, yeah, I can do that. And so I went and actually started meeting with some of these people who had created massive incomes I was in their homes, things like that, talking to them. And at the same time, comparing, right? I was in a board of directors industry meeting, and one of these guys and represented there were employers that hired probably somewhere around 2,000 construction workers. And these were the most successful people in the industry. And one of these guys says, hey, would you like to see pictures of my new boat? And everybody goes, yeah. And he started passing around pictures of about a 20-foot Rhinell inboard, outboard. That's a nice boat. But these guys were all drooling, saying, man, I wish I could afford a boat like that. And I'm looking around the table going, these are the icons of the industry. These are people that have 200-300 employees. You can't afford a $20,000 boat. And that's when it dawned on me that the people that were 20 and 30 years farther than I was down the road in what I was doing weren't where I wanted to be, but these other guys were. So that was when I really started shifting and thinking about seriously marketing and using the internet to create income. So that was kind of where it happened for me. So Don and Stan, you can pick this up. What is it about MyEcon that excites you? Don, why don't you start off?
Okay, glad to do that. In fact, I just was about to count my online business days over until I got introduced to MyEcon. And now you can't fact check this, but I've heard that the average internet company or online company, startups or whatever, don't make it much past 3 years. And unfortunately, I've been exposed in a few of those after I had sold my business, where I had to make the investment and whatever, and then turn around later and find out that this company's not going to make it, or the company was actually literally canceled. Like, I went through one of that traumatic little experiences where the FTC shut somebody down that I was involved in and had money invested in that company, and in an effort to try to build it up because I felt it was intriguing. But here again, it was new, and just another example of that. When I heard that MyEcon had been around for probably at that time about, I think, here again, approximate years, about 12 years, offline in a brick and mortar arrangement. And now they've been online now for probably 2 or 3 years. And the fact that they had been on offline building this very solid company that's, by the way, specifically based in the United States. It's right now just covering the 50 states of the United States here. But the fact is that the products are something, first of all, that everybody needs. And it's, I don't have to buy products. I don't have to go out and put things on a shelf. I don't have to be hawking cans of coffee and not to pick on any particular product, but anything like that. I don't have to buy things. But it's a financial company where MyEcon you can replace with your name. It becomes your personal economy. It's a financial success company, and we need all the capabilities that they have within it. Now, in addition to now being online for a couple of years, they're processing about $450 million a year in cash flow through the company. They're totally debt-free. They pay on time every week, almost literally unheard of within the online business. Since I've been exposed to this company, I think in the past year, about 4 different changes they've made in the comp plan, and all those have been to our benefit. Our being the people on this panel, all the other people that are involved in MyEcon, and anybody who would be coming on with us later on. So it's a very, very solid company. It's got wonderful management. They're accessible, which again is unheard of to be able to get a hold of somebody in upper management with a company like this. So I found it to be very intriguing, very exciting. And so it refired my internet jets, and here I am. So, hey, Stan, I'll pass the ball down to you. What do you think?
Oh, I think that's great, actually. What excited me about MyEcon? Well, let me tell you a little bit about even why I got started. I'm retired, spent 30 some odd years in the data processing industry, pioneering in communications, and I got laid off 2 years before I qualified for my pension. Then I had to wait 12 more years to get it. In any event, my pension now is not properly funded. I may lose it. And if I lose it, then my whole retirement goes up in smoke. And I actually was interested in network marketing and MLM marketing for many, many years, from offline to online. What excited me about MyEcon was a couple of things. One, our business model, or MyEcon's business model, we're in business to help people. And our team is consolidated to help everyone achieve their goals, whether they're small goals, big goals, or gigantic goals. We're all in the same mindset. We all want to do the same thing. And that really, when I heard that, that was really exciting to me, because when people get into a business just for the sake of making money, well, first of all, money is paper. It's worthless. It's a tool. That's all it is. And when people love it, those jokes about people lighting their cigars with $100 bills, that's about what money is worth. So the residual aspect excited me. The camaraderie, the support, all of it. And the fact that we're doing so many things within the network marketing industry that no one else is doing, and no one else has put it all together in one package, so to speak, because quite frankly, most network marketing companies, and I'm not going to pick one out, but most of them are interested in their downline buying stuff so that the upline makes more money, and that's their motivation. And they teach that to people. So people get into it more for the money than they do for helping people. And that's not what we're all about. If we don't help people, we don't make money. And that's the bottom line. That got me all excited. I'm very excited now. And if I don't shut up, I'll probably be talking for another half hour. So that's what got me excited, guys.
And we would be listening attentively, I promise you. And I can really relate to what you said, because I was in a couple of deals where some of the upline wouldn't even work with anybody. They wouldn't even help anybody unless they bought about like $2,500, $1,500 to $2,500 worth of product. And there's nothing like that here. This is amazing. Jerry and Maria, Stan brought up an interesting point, this team. Now, that's people talk about companies and comp plans and products and stuff like that, but the conversation about a team, Jerry, tell us about your experience with the 2020 Vision team.
Yeah, sure, Val. I'd been around for the 5-10 years or more fooling around with online businesses and never really getting anywhere, not getting any help from anybody. And even sponsors that, you text them, they wouldn't text you back. And then when I joined this company, MyEcon, and under Adam and Ashley, the help was there. And then they came up with this plan and came up with the 2020 Vision team, which was, they took Daniel, a good leader. He had a foundation and a group, and they had their group, and they got together, and we still have those two groups, but we kind of merged them together in this 2020 Vision team. Now there's not a time that I can't go on there and ask a question, and within 5 to 10 minutes, there's an answer back. Not even people that are in my, upline, they may come from the other side. And it just showed me the compassion and the helpness that people want to do, for this team and in the team. The camaraderie that we have it's just amazing. I don't think you're going to find this anywhere else. I mean, that's, and they've laid this thing all down for us where, the training's all there. And I mean, it's step by step. They take you, if you don't understand anything, all you got to do is ask. And bam, they're right there to help you out and walk you through it. Right, Maria?
Exactly, Jerry. So just earlier before this webinar, me and Jerry were tagging along, helping each other out. So it's something you'll find that. And me and Jerry are not directly linked, like upline or downline. So this is what this team is about. It's about everybody helping everybody. And that's why when I met up with Daniel and Adam and Ashley, I met them after. They are the type of leaders that I aspire to be, like that, just caring and just if you ever need anything, they're there. I was, prior to MyEcon, I was with another company, and I signed on, and like I was telling you guys, I was completely new, so I had no idea what an autoresponder was, nothing. Like I had no idea what I was getting myself into. So when I signed on, I was like, is somebody going to reach out to me? Is somebody going to help me? I was digging my back office trying to find who I signed under because I had no idea. And about 2 weeks later, they're like, hi, and I'm just like, the help wasn't there, so I ended up just giving up on that company. I was like, you know what? And I was going to give up trying to do something online, period. But then I, saw Daniel. Shout out to Daniel. I mean, he's an amazing leader and mentor to everybody on this team. And the thing is, when I met him or I started asking him questions and he started helping me, he was all willing. Not one time did I ask something and it never got responded. And then when this 2020 Vision came on not too long ago, everybody is lending a hand. If Daniel's not available, if Adam and Ashley are not available, we have Val available, we have Jerry available, we have Bob available, Stan and Papa Don. We're all, if somebody will reach out to you, and that's, to me, it will help the brand newest person succeed just because of all the help that is the 2020 Vision team. And that's why I'm passionate to extend help to anybody, because that's what it was done for me. So that's what I have to say about that.
Maria, and like Maria was saying, I mean, it doesn't matter where you're at. We've got leaders up here, somebody coming in down here, and they have a question. They're not going to be told, well, find somebody down here to answer that question for you. They bring themselves down to your level, and they're going to work right alongside of you until you get it. They're going to keep pounding. You're going to get this. We're going to show you. And they take you step by step, hand in hand, and walk you through it.
those are some great perspectives. And from my part, there was something that happened here within about 2 weeks of my involvement that I just had to stop and blink and shake my head. I've been involved in a number of different teams in different situations, and some of them had some just amazingly skilled people. But so often those teams and that group became a kind of fawning, sort of boot-kissing, I don't know what you want to call it, cabal around this charismatic personality that was the leader of that group. And it's like, you couldn't do anything outside of what that person dictated you could do in the group or whatever. Well, Daniel Kump and Adam and Ashley Reeker kind of put this together. And within about 2 weeks of my involvement, which was not too long after this group started coming together a few months ago, they backed off and said, okay, you guys, need to start taking the ball and running with this and developing your own skills and your own personalities and teams. And I looked around and went, wait, what? And look at what we've got here tonight.
Yeah,
we've got a bunch of people coming together here, supporting each other, building our relationships and our business as a team. Right. And to me, that was like, I've never seen this in any other situation I've been around. And there are some powerful people in this group, and I'm excited about that. So, not to drag this out too much longer, I know I wasn't due to speak on that subject, but I just had to pitch in. So addressing this for everybody here, if somebody's looking at this opportunity and this team and this company for the first time, if you're just coming here, somebody shared this video with you, what would you advise them to do? Jerry, let's start with you.
I would first say check it out. I mean, compare it to other online businesses. Go on YouTube, check it out. Facebook, ask questions. You're going to find that all these other companies, and I've been through them, everybody here's probably been through them. It's all good up front, but if you don't look into the back of it and what's going on and finding out what happens once you get in it and what you have to do, you're going to find out a lot of them are just a bunch of baloney. MyEcon, if you dig into it, look through the back of it, and it's all, the tools that are given to you, people can actually use these tools. It's not phony. I'm not going to be taking pills to lose weight. I'm not going to be drinking this stuff or exercising. It's all tools that we need in our everyday living in the United States.
Yeah.
Bob, how about you?
Well, I think a couple things I wanted to touch on. You'd mentioned something about I was involved in another business before, and I want to talk about the investment for that. I invested probably $2,000 into that business, and I worked it for almost a year and a half, and I haven't even scratched the surface of recouping that money. The coolest thing about MyEcon is that you can get involved in your own business for a very, very small amount of money, get plugged into this, start going through the training, and almost start earning money within 24-hour period if you go through the training and start doing what the training begins to teach you to do. And so since I've gotten involved in MyEcon, I've already earned back my initial investment in this, and MyEcon is now actually sustaining what I'm putting into it, and now I'm starting to grow that business. And so for somebody that's looking at something brand new that wants to start a business, again, I get a lot of people saying, well, can we do this for nothing? Well, no, if you're building a business, it's going to cost you a little bit. But compared to anything else out there that you're doing, it's a very small amount of what you're putting in, the time and the investment that goes into this. And you can actually start growing a business and begin to build a passive income that will last you or sustain you for the rest of your life. And that's why I think each one of us is involved in this. And that's what's really exciting about this. I've been online as well for a number of years, and I think to see the team and how everybody comes along with this as well, the leadership is part of the reason I'm here. And I've followed Daniel for a number of years now, kind of in the wings, just watching what he's been doing. And then the last business, I saw Adam and Ashley come in underneath him, and I saw them just take off. And I said, that's a leadership team that I want to be involved with. And so when they made the switch over to MyEcon, I was kind of watching that as well. But I thought too, is with something that Jerry said, we're not selling pills, posters, or anything like that. We're talking about finance or changing somebody's financial, economy to make a difference in their lives. And I know that this touches more people than health and wellness, than personal development, than anything else that's out there. We're making an impact in people's lives, and that's why this is such a powerful opportunity for people to get plugged into, and they can do it at a very small amount of investment. And so that's what's exciting about what we're doing. We're making a difference in people's lives.
So Bob, you mentioned that investment. Tell us specifically what does it cost to get involved in this business, get registered?
Well, right now we're doing this for $19.95. For $19.95, you can actually, one-time fee of $19.95, get plugged in to MyEcon, get all the tools to MyEcon that goes along with that. And we're not going to get into all of those on here, but there's a suite of tools to help build your financial economy that go along with MyEcon. Not to mention, there's a training app that goes along with the MyEcon that was specifically created for the MyEcon Vision team or the 2020 Vision team. And we're using that as a marketing and training app to actually be duplicatable in what we're doing. And so that's part of it as well. So for $19.95, you can get plugged into this. And then $35 a month, you have access to all the tools, training, leadership, and everything to actually begin to build your business. And so if somebody's looking to do that, I mean, a small amount of money to be able to get plugged in, it makes all the difference in the world. So you can get started, get the training you need, and start earning income, almost like I said, in a 24-hour period. It's powerful, powerful.
So for the price of a $20 pizza, somebody can have a legitimate business online with complete tools, support system, everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I just add something?
Yeah.
Can I just add something? What really got me was when I first came on, most online companies, you get in the program, then you got to start buying stuff to sell or do whatever. Before I even started all that, there were 3 tools that got me money back without even going into the business. I mean, I was able to see some money coming back in my paycheck, and, it's unbelievable. I didn't even have to start the business right away. It was just things that were going to help me.
Don,
Yes,
if somebody's new looking at this, what would you tell them?
Okay. First of all, how many times do we hear when we're talking on webinars that everything we do is geared towards the newest person coming into this business? We are all incentivized and focused on helping that newest person get acclimated and being productive and being brought into our teams and feeling welcome and so on. That's our focus. That's our goal. That's our objective. The more profitable and successful we make a brand newest person, then the more we all prosper together and we all rise to the top together. So I would say to the newest person that's looking at this business, first thing I do is say this: do everything that everybody said here already. Do your due diligence, do all your checking, do whatever. But in the interim of that, sit back and relax and say, wow, at MyEcon and that 2020 Vision team and that system that's put together, we haven't even told you about the free marketing system yet. That would blow you out of your chairs. We're not going to take the time to do it right now, but that is, again, it's something put together by our leaders, Adam and Ashley Reeker and Daniel Kump, and they brought it to us at no charge. So what these folks have already quoted you for cost, that's it. That's your cost. You will have a little bit of traffic to do, but you determine what that is. I mean, it's not a big thing, but you do have to get people to your website. So you're looking at being able to earn money beyond what your day job could even think about doing, but by just becoming part of this team. So I would just highly recommend what you do is you get back to the person that referred you here tonight, whether it's an email or whatever they sent you, and discuss it with them, because that's what we do as a team. We help each other out in the process. And just sit back and know that the people that are on this webinar tonight and the people within this company are real people. They're honest people. They're people of integrity. And if I talk with people periodically and they want to do something, I said, look, this just isn't a fit for you. And here's why I think it isn't. And they say, well, I get that. Yeah, well, thanks for sharing that. Maybe down the road it will be. So we're all about honesty and integrity in this company. That's what fires my engine. That's what keeps me motivated, because I know there's nobody out there in the 2020 Vision team trying to bring people in for the commission. So somebody signs up for $19.95 per month and you get a $20 commission. We don't need that $20 commission. We want them in so we can start building the residual, because as these folks have already pointed out, that's where the income lies and that's where it comes from. So the new people that are looking at it, like I said earlier, just relax, check it out, and know that what you're hearing here tonight from this team is true. It's on target. It's very ethical. And check out whatever you like, a AAA rated Better Business Bureau company, no debt. I'm not going through everything else again, but this is a real thing. And there's certain things in life you don't want to get past you. I remember one time when I moved to Omaha and Berkshire Hathaway stock was around $4,000 a share. And I was trying to build a family and a company. I said, who in their right mind would put $4,000 in a share of stock? Today, that I think is close to $300,000 a share. So much for me being a financial analyst. And I would say to you this, with the things that are happening today, the boom that the internet continues to do, this is not one to let get past you. If you have any inkling whatsoever to do something different in your life and build financial security and a legacy for your family, something you could pass on to your children and grandchildren, put you in business, the tax advantages that come available for being a business are just unbelievable if you've never had your own business before. And the IRS rules are keyed for businesses. So feel comfortable in your process, relax, take a look at it, but don't tarry because this thing is moving. And if you want to get in business, this is the place to be and the time to do it. So that's my recommendation, Val.
Thank you so much. Maria, tell us what you think.
Yes, so honestly, guys, like you could do all the research you want. You could listen to all of us talk about it. But if you don't get your foot in the door and check it out for yourself, you will never know firsthand experience. And guys, it's literally, I like to always say this because I'm a big Starbucks drinker. So 4 drinks, I easily drink that in 1 month. Sacrifice those 4 drinks for a month and get in and check it out. Guys, I'm telling you, these are financial services. Billions of people here in the United States need those services. You will literally have what people need to be able to be successful. You know, like at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want, you know, more money, more time freedom, more time, you know, with our kids, more experiences, more, you know, travel. And guys, this is the vehicle that will take you there. Honestly, my best advice would be get your foot in the door for $20, guys. It's nothing. Really, it's nothing. If you have a job, you could easily pay that. Of course, if you put in your mind, no, I don't have money for that. Well, of course, you don't have money for that. It's going to come down to you. Do you really want it or you don't? Simple as that.
Awesome. Stan, what's your advice?
Well, my advice, first of all, is when I talk to the people about the online business, I tell them that there are basically 2 ways of doing the online business, the competitive way and the creative way. Almost every network marketing business online is competitive with each other to see who can make the most money. And they will tell you $10,000 a month. And somebody said, oh, that's peanuts, $30,000 a month. We don't do that. We're not in the competitive realm. We're in the, we're in the creative realm. Okay, we don't compete with anybody. We have our own philosophy, and that is helping other people achieve financial stability and rise and change their financial life so they can enjoy the things they've always been dreaming about over a period of time. That takes work, that takes dedication and commitment. And if they are the people that have that commitment and that excitement, then they will succeed. And none on the team is competitive with each other. And as a matter of fact, I get very happy when I see somebody promoted. As far as names are concerned, levels are concerned, okay. No special treats for people who are level up though. They do get a little bit more in residual, but that's another story we go into in detail when we talk about the business overview. So anyway, I just tell them, like everyone else has told them, I said, if you want to learn about this business, cough up a $20 bill, give up 2 cups of coffee and learn. And you have a month to make $10,000 a month if you want. Okay, you won't, but you have the opportunity because you're just like every other team member that's on there. You're doing the exact same thing, and you have at the end of the month, if you want to keep going, more power to you. We'll help you, we'll drive you, we'll push you, and have a lot of fun with you, especially with Papa Don down there, who I like to talk about his Chrome Dome every once in a while. That's why I shaved my head so I could be just like Don. And that's my advice, folks. Give it 30 days of your best and see what your mindset is like. And we address that too. So we want your mindset to be positive. We want you to be wanting to help people and honestly help them. And then the rewards will come to you. Unbeknownst to you, they'll just flow in and you'll be more than extremely surprised.
Well, I think everybody can see that we are having a lot of fun here. This is a great group. My advice would be to sit back and think about those people in your life that have been doing what you're doing 20 to 30 years longer than you've been doing it. And are they where you want to be? And if not, yes, you got a bunch of people here who are telling you how much fun it is in the swimming pool. And you aren't going to find out until you get in the pool. So for the price of a pizza, come get in the pool with us, right? Maria, I love that analogy. You know, 4 cups of coffee, you can actually see what it is that's going on. And we have webinars every night of the week and Saturday mornings. Come back. You know, you've seen this. Talk to the person that sent you here. You know, share with them your thoughts, concerns, fears, but come back and see it again. See it from some different people. Listen to what's going on. And my final piece of advice is, if not this, then what? For $20 for a minor monthly subscription that you're going to more than recuperate by adjusting your tax situation, you get everything.
It's not now, when?
And if not now, when? If not this, what? If not now, when?
Yeah.
So anybody have anything we want to throw in here before we wish these people all a nice Sunday evening?
We're good.
Don't be, I should have.
Whatever you do, take action today. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So go for it. Join us. Join somebody else, but take action to achieve your dreams. Thinking about it won't make it happen. That's it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for letting me be a part of this amazing evening, and love you all. And we will see you on the beach.
Thanks,
Adam, Ashley, have your good fun on your vacation.
Good night.
All right.